break your neck, gon' bust around. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Steelers going up against the Aftershocks. With that, we're once again off to L.A. We're standing by. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Aftershocks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll run it here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And the wideout in motion. He'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Floating one, incomplete. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown! His 19th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Now they try the right side here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Here we go. What? None. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Flex round. Let's go. None. Flex round. Come on.
They'll come out in the pistol. Halfback sent in motion. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go. 38.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he cuts it right into space. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And this one is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
They go play action here on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Green 39. Green 32. Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run a draw here on second down. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Uses the stiff arm. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think
that he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. 3rd and 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9, flex round, flex round. 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 1, 9, flex round, flex round.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Cut back, left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw.
That certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to take the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up now. Look at 56. Look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the side. Now
the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Ohio. Wide. Get wide. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
what? The band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting in the hall.
Popping out, when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but you got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing. People singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little happy shooting down the city. Black the latest gears when she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king. 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines, clocking in, quitting town. But then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl that's singing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Steelers going up against the Aftershocks. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Aftershocks. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a look at the defense now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Come on, let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. Time running out here on the play clock. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the
defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 92 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get... Again, we'll see the pistol here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he comes back with one complete. Still going. 18 yards there and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots. And
now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the... And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. Shreds the tackle.
Tonight we ain't going